Hi everybody, this is your girl Angie from Angie's Guide to, and today we're going to be covering Pinterest Advanced. I hope you guys got your notepad and pens, and we're going to dive right into it. I'm going to lock the doors now, so let me lock the doors. Let me lock the doors. Okay, the meeting has been locked. Okay, right. I hope everybody's had a good day today. Go to Pinterest. So everyone should have their Pinterest account, and everybody should know how to create a basic pin and also promote that pin. Everybody should know how to do that now from our previous sessions. Just put this down here. Lavinia, can you do me a favor? Could you monitor the chat for me so I don't have to do that as well?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So we're going to do a few things in today's session. So we're going to create our audiences. So when we're ready to do retargeting, we can do retargeting. And we're going to, and I'm going to show you another way how to create your ads. So this is a bit more advanced way how to create ads. And I will talk you through everything that you need to do and know. So, first thing, before we go into create our audiences, we always want to have a look every now and again at our audience insight. What are our audiences? Everyone's audiences is going to be slightly different. And the way you get there is you go into analytics and it has a drop down. Please don't fail me now. And you go into audience insight and then you'll be presented with this page, audience insights. And what you're looking for, you're looking at what is your audience is looking for? What are they searching for? What are they interested in? And you'd be surprised that they might not be searching for what you actually are selling. So you can cut the data up however you want to, and do play around with this until you get the information you're looking for, because this is going to help you with tagging your keywords in Pinterest and finding and making sure your ad goes to the right into the right places. So you want to find out where people are looking. So if we just look at this raw data, these are my interests at the moment. It's around financial planning, budgeting, real estate, banking, vehicles, men's fashion, children's fashion, sports, gardening, wedding, etc. So this is based on, there's loads in here. So my account's quite old. It's well over a year old. So this does change all the time. You'll see your demographics and you'll see your gender. So this will help with your targeting, who is actually coming on your site and spending the most time. So my target audiences would be around 25 to 34-year-old, because I have a lot more audiences, but I can also target, 35 to 44 or combine them. It's mostly female, as I would be expecting, because I do a lot of female centric stuff, but I do have some males that's on here. So this information is useful and it does build up over time. Okay. You could also here look at your top countries and see who you are targeting. So my top country is the United States, followed by United Kingdom, and those are my two main target audiences anyway. And then you can see your percentage of who is here. And then you can also look at the devices they're on. Obviously, it's always iPhone gang, and Android. They're the top ones. So you can see who is doing what, and then web, mobile web, etc. So this data is useful and it changes over time. You don't have to look at it monthly. You don't have to look at it even every 2 months, but you do need to know where it is, and do look at it every now and then. Okay, so you can get an understanding of who is actually coming into your business. Okay. And then we are gonna go on to ads and audiences. So if you want to go to creating our audiences, you go to ads, then create audience. So just like in Facebook, when we do retargeting, we can also retarget in here as well. Now I've got quite a lot of audiences in here already. And let me just move these things out of the way so I can see. I have quite a lot of audiences in here already. So I want you to take a screenshot because I want you guys to create these audiences as well. So I'll leave this up here for a minute and take a screenshot, guys. Take a screenshot as well for you guys. Right, so I've taken a screenshot. So take a screenshot. Let me know when you've taken a screenshot. And it's really simple to create these audiences. So what these audiences do is find people that are already active in your site. So we want to find in here it's called act-alike. In Facebook it's called look-alike, but exactly the same thing. People that act like other people that's come onto your site and have purchased, or not even purchased, but have viewed it. We want to find those type of people. Okay. So to create an audience, just go on to create, which is the red button on big red button on your right hand side. Just go on to create an audience, and depending on what you want to do. So do you want to reconnect with people that have already participated in your site, or do you want to find act-alike? I normally want to find new people. So I always act-alike, and then I just put in what do I want. So it's add to cart. We will create an audience for all three. So you do add to cart. I put in where I want them. So because I target US and I target UK. So I normally put in add to cart US. You can abbreviate this however you want. If you want to put a description, you can. And then you can, I've already got lists, which we were going to do further along the line. You can pick a list, or if you don't have one, you just, if you don't have a list here already, you can just leave it blank, and then you just go and pick which country, act like US or any country you want. So you can do US or UK, depending on your stats that we just looked at. It should already be set to 5%. And if your one isn't, then just pull it at 5%. And then you just have to press create. Let me just check in the chats. Any questions?
Why 5%, Angela?
I'm not too sure why 5%. That's how my one's always been set at. So it's just at 5%. You can test this out if you want to.
Okay.
I've always had it at 5%. So that's why I set it at 5.
Okay.
What's this? Mine says it looks as though you don't have any existing audience. Did you choose that? That's sorry. Okay. So I chose act-alike. But what I want you to do is create an audience for every single one. So I want you to choose create an audience for engagement, and name it however you want to name it. If you want to put engagement, you can. And then I split it out between US and UK. If you don't want to split it out, you don't have to, but I like to split it out. Then you want to have site visits. So what engagement is anybody that engaged. So if they watch your video, save your pin, or do any clicks on your pin. That's engagement. Site visitors is when they go to your website. So they come onto your pin and they've gone one step further and actually gone to your website. And then there's just a customer list that you can upload if you've got a customer list. So the list in your Shopify site, you can upload here. I haven't done that. I don't do that. I just keep all my customer lists in Shopify. But I definitely want you to create an audience for your engagement and your site visitors and your actor-like customers. Okay.
Angie, what would you put for pin ID?
Pin ID?
Yeah.
Oh, here. Oh, this is under engagement. So your pin ID, so I wouldn't change it. I'll leave it as pin ID. Enter pin ID. Multiple entries. That is a good question. I'm going to have to go back.
I'm guessing that might be the ID for the actual pin that maybe you want to create the information from. So say, for instance, you've got a Christmas tree that pin. You've got 10 different pins and one of them is a Christmas tree. There will be a pin under that. And you want the information from that, the people that have engaged with it or the customers or what have you. That's what that is.
Is there not a way to do it for the whole, like your whole store or your whole Pinterest?
No, there's campaign or objective or a pin promotion. They've changed this bit because I didn't do this when I initially set up my one.
I wonder if you leave it blank, maybe I wonder if that would get them to do all of them.
It may do, because this bit is it's optional step. So I would leave it. You could claim your websites. I don't normally check this, but any of these boxes, but you could do to see what happens.
I think this is the great thing about this platform. What we teach you guys, learn those basics, learn that, and then you can start playing around with it, just like Roger has done. He's gone a whole step further, so learn what Angie's teaching you and then make it your own, play around with the things that we haven't shown you, as long as you don't block your account, okay?
So they do change this all the time, just like Facebook, which is annoying. But you just have to adapt, overcome, and win. So when you get to it, and if something's not quite right, just have a play around with this, and you will find your way. Because that's all I did, and this is how I learned. I still do. Just click on buttons until I get what I want. Okay.
You can also jump into the help, the chat thing with them and just ask them for that specific help, ask them what is the pin ID or how do you do for your whole store.
Yeah. So once you've created your pin, it takes about 24 hours. So it should come amber. And then if you look back tomorrow, it will be ready for you to start selecting. So it really depends on the time of day you do it, but it doesn't really take that long. So depending on your audience sizes, you'll have, it will tell you here what your audience sizes are, and it will increase as your time gets on. It will start increasing over time, but you don't have to come in here and analyze them and stress over them. It is what it is, and this is just actually a guide. It's not saying this is exactly how many people are in it. So once you've created this, and you can create loads of audiences, we use this to go into ads. So we're going to create an ad.
So how much is it? How much does it? Do you use like a method like what we use on Facebook, like the 333, to create your ad?
It really varies, and we're going to go into ads now.
Okay.
So this is just creating your audiences. And you can have as many audiences as you want. So don't just stick to these ones. Create as many audiences that are fit for whatever your business is, okay? So we're going to create ads. So the first thing we go into is actually reporting. When we go to ads and then reporting. Apology, guys, my internet is very slow. And you can set up your reports the same way Joey has it in Facebook. You can come and set it up the same way if you want to. You have your filters here. You can really customize and really dig deep into whatever your ever ad you're running. It tells you all the information. It tells you exactly what you're spending, your results, your CPCs, your impressions, your CPMs. The list goes on and on. It tells you a lot of information. You can customize this. Goes on, and I don't know if you can see that. Too many boxes. So it tells you, let me see if I can scroll back up. Right. It tells you your CTRs, your pin clicks. It tells you your CTRs, your outbound clicks. It tells you the conversions. It shows you a lot of information. You can shorten these. And like I said, you can create these columns to look exactly like Joey's ones. So. Where is the ad? No, I don't see it. So when you come here, you've got your filters. So you've got your date range, you've got your objectives, and these are just like, how can I say it? So when we're on Facebook, our objectives is always conversions. So these are all the different types of objectives you can run your campaign. We always, just like in Facebook, we only want conversions. They always try to put you on to traffic. Okay, so I know our objective is to get traffic, but our objective is also to get sales. So the best way to get sales is to just drive it for sales. And if we only get traffic and not sales, that's fine. But ideally, our ultimate goal is to get sales. So let's just put this on conversions. Now you can, if you speak to the your Pinterest person, they will always want you to put you a consideration. But to me, it's just wasting a lot of money just to drive traffic, and you're not going to get any sales. The second one is the status. So you have all these different statuses. So we have it split up just like in Facebook. We have the campaign level, then we have the ad group level, and then we have the ad level as well. Okay, so you can play with all of these. Like it's all you're always going to want active, but when you're in reporting mode, you should either put all of them on or take all of them off. So let me just take all of them off. Let's click on this.
So like when we're just starting out now creating a campaign, we should put all.
No, if you're creating a campaign, this is to review your campaign. So this is to review. So you know where you go in and you just click it at the moment, promote your ads, your product,
Yeah.
that's automatically creating the campaign for you. That's doing everything for you. Okay.
Oh.
So you're not having any control. So if you just promote it, it will create a campaign, it will create the ad group and ad set, the keywords, and it doesn't have anything. So it will be here for you. Okay.
Okay.
So that's when we just promote it. So this is like, how do we create it ourselves? And how do we put in the keywords, which I'm going to show you, and just then use our target audiences.
Okay.
Okay. So you, like I said, so these campaigns, they're not really giving me anything really, just not even spending any money, but they are active. I can't even remember what they were. So this is one of the downsides to when you press promote, it doesn't give you any information of what the product is. So you can go in here and tidy it up and change it up if you want to. But that's just the downside of when you just click promote, you can't really see it in your reporting. Okay, so you can click on the icon, on the pen and change it. You can type whatever you want in here and change whatever you want in here. And that's at campaign level, and just how it's structured in Facebook. You can look at it in ad group level, and then you can look at it in the ad level as well. So you can see what ads are you running.
Angie?
Yes.
On mine, the last 3 campaigns that I've did are not showing in that list.
So
I've only got stuff from January.
That means it's probably up in your objectives and status. You just need to play around with your filter.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we're going to create a campaign now. So to create a campaign, you just click on the red button, campaign. So when you create a campaign, and we want a conversion campaign, you can have one ad, you can have one campaign, and you can have up to 4 ad groups in your campaign. And in the ad groups, you can have up to 4 to 6 ads in any one ad group. I'll say that again. So when you've got a campaign, you can have up to 4 ad groups. So that'd be like your ad sets. And under each ad group, you can have between 4 to 6 ads running.
That the ad sets?
No, the actual ads.
Okay, 4 ads group and 4 ads, 4 to 6 ads. Okay.
Yes. So you can, so that is a lot of ads. And if we're at Facebook, we do our budget at ad set level. In Pinterest, we do it at campaign level. So what that means is we'll set a budget of, say, maybe £10, £15, £20, whatever you can manage. That will go across all your ad groups, all your ads. So it will split that money out across the whole board. Okay. Does that make sense before I go on?
We'll get there.
Does that make sense to everybody else?
Not really, no.
Okay, so whereas we do the 33 method per an ad set, so that totals to about £16 a day we will spend. So instead of just one ad set, we're going to be doing it at the higher level, which is the campaign level. So that, say that £16 we spend in a day, it will go through everything.
So on Facebook, we call it a CBO.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically your money is going to just be spread out between all your ad sets. So instead of doing your individual ad sets and paying 333 or whatever, not per ad set, you are just giving them one budget and they are just going to distribute it between your ads, your pins.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where you would create this one when you've got, I wouldn't say when you've got a higher budget, because you could still work it on the 333 method, but if you're going to create 4 ad groups, then it's 333 for each ad group, and then you just add that all up and then put that into your one campaign. Okay. So we click conversions. Let's create an ad. So we click conversions, and then it will come up with this title. Just like Facebook, I will change the title to, let me just say, I don't add it yet.
Campaign.
Let me see, what am I saying? Something general and unique, because when we get into actual ads, we can advertise any and everything, and it doesn't need to be related to each other. It could be literally anything. So let me just take out this. I keep that, I like that line. So let me say beauty.
Okay.
So we want active, obviously, and it's going to be a daily budget. So we're going to say we're going to spend, you can do 333 a day. You're not going to get much with 333 when you're running it over 4 ad groups and then over about 16 ads. So if your budget can stretch to even £10 a day or £15 a day, that would be great. And you have to remember the rule with Pinterest, you need your ads running for a minimum of 7 days. Okay, so you need to add that up. So what you have to add up, how much you're going to spend, then times that by 7. Okay, but we normally run it at least 10 days, but you need to make sure that you can cover a minimum of 7 days. If after 7 days you're not getting, your numbers are not correct, then lock it off. But you can't lock off your ad before 7 days. So you need to be comfortable with spending this money. So let's say 10 days, because that's £70. Okay. If you run it continuously, it makes it work better for some reason than if you put a specific date. But you have to remember that you need to stop it yourself, because otherwise it will just keep running and running. Now, if it's a good campaign, just want to keep it running anyway. But if it's not a good campaign, you need to remember to come and lock it off yourself. So we always put it as continuously. And then we get taken over to ad group. Okay. And then this is where we can split out our ad groups. So your ad groups do not need to be connected. Your ads don't need to be connected. You can advertise whatever you like. Okay. So if you want to advertise shoes and then the mildew product and then the eyebrow product, it really doesn't matter, because they're all going to be, and it's actually better to advertise different things. Okay, so you're showing your audience more stuff than if you show them like shoes all the time. If you show them like different pairs of shoes, it's not going to really work. So it's better to show them lots of variations of whatever you're selling. Okay. So I like to keep the dating, because that reminds me of when it started. Okay. Right. And then we want to select a strategy. So what do we want to do? Do we want to find new customers? Do we want to reconnect with the ones that we've got? I always suggest that we do one ad set where we find new customers and one ad set where we can reconnect with people that's engaged with us already. Okay. So we'll do the find new customers first. So you select find new customers, and then it will ask you for your list. And then you can just go and use existing list, or create a list as well from here. So I guess most of you won't have a list, but you can do it. If you want to have a different list, for whatever reason, you can create one here, or you can go into where I showed you and create it. So use existing list, and then it will ask, what do I want to do? So I want check out UK and check out US. And you can add as many lists as you like, but don't get too carried away. So I wouldn't put checkout and add to cart on the same list. I would only put like add to cart on one ad group, or checkout on one group, but I wouldn't put both. Okay, so just need to make up your mind, what do you want to do? Okay. And then you go into your fun stuff. You go into your keywords. So if you know your keywords, you can go and your keywords is your list of audiences that was there. So I know some of my keywords are, if you drill down into these, it takes you like real lower level. But if you're not sure which one, so if you say like women's fashion, dresses, this gets real into the niche. So dresses by color. So little black dress, then you're just going to be focusing on everything on little black dress. Whereas if you just click women's fashion, it will add all of this into you. So add in all dresses, bags, blah, 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 everything. Okay, so don't, even though if you're doing niche stuff, don't restrict yourself to niche targets, because you never know where someone's gonna come. So I know mine's women's fashion, mine's gardening, food, finance, DIY, and they don't need to make sense. So it really doesn't need to make sense. It's just what people are looking at my page for. And I know it's beauty. Yeah, so that's what I'm targeting. And then we go into demographics. So I always use my gender, always use all ages, and then I do pick specific locations. And then I go down to and just add on the US states. So and US territories. You can, if you like, go into the triangles, you can go down into lower regions. If you want to target a certain region, a certain specific place, you can do, but I want to target the whole of US and all of US territories. So I just pick the top level. I pick all languages, because even if you pick like, I don't know, Portugal, there'd be English speaking people in Portugal, okay? So even if you pick Germany, for instance, Mexico, there'll be English speaking people over there as well. So I always pick all languages. Just like over here, there's people that's in the UK that speaks a foreign language. So this will actually still target them because they're in the UK and not with their language, and vice versa. So I pick all languages, all devices. And with the placement, I actually use browse and search. You can do one or the other. Where has it gone? You can say just browse. So browse is just when you're scrolling through, or if somebody's actually searching. I just do both. Okay. We don't have additional tracking links. So if you've got like Magic Click or a different tracking app, you can pull it in here, but I don't think anybody's got any additional tracking links, and this will help you find where your people are coming from. We've already got this attached to our pixel tracker, so that's not really a problem, and we don't need to attach it. This tells us our budget, and we always want the top one in the funnel. So we've already spoken about funnels. So the highest point in the funnel is checkout. Okay, so you don't adding to basket is great because they've added to the basket, but they can abandon their basket. We don't want that. When they get to checkout, it's highly likely they will check out, even if they abandon checkout for whatever reason. More often than not, they will go through the whole process. So this is the highest level we can. My option is checkout. So make sure you get to your highest option, and if your highest option is add to basket, then that's what it is. Okay. Our bidding strategy is always automatic. So Pinterest will decide on their bidding strategy, same way Facebook decides on their bidding strategy for us as well. Okay. Then we come into the fun part. This part is my fun part. Picking what do I want. Now you can pick up to 6 ads. So you can pick up to 6 products. So depending on how you've got your store on Pinterest organized, you've got all pins, so I can scroll forever because I've got loads of stuff here. And remember, it shows you, well, when you when your store is connected to Pinterest, to Shopify, it will bring in everything. And when I say everything, it brings in all the variations, everything. When you upload it, you're only uploading what you want. Okay, so you have to remember that. Let me see what's in the chat. Yeah, that's fine. I've got food and drink on some of my one as well. So add food to drink because people searching food and drink and they will see your fashion and buy it. So it doesn't matter. To close some of them, I didn't know this information. Did we add keywords? Yes, we added the keywords. Well, the keywords are like food and drink. We didn't go any deeper than that. We kept it at high level. You can try with like real niche words, but that just reduces your audiences and we don't want to reduce it too much. So I always go to board because I have got my shop in board. So let's see. Right, this is one of my favorite products to advertise. Okay, so you just have to just click on whatever you want. So let's do that. And it should come up. Sorry, should come up with a little tick box once it's been selected. And then you just really pick what you want. Mama, okay, let me do t-shirts. Let's do this t-shirt, see what happens. Let's do this. Let's do this. I've lost count of what I've done. Okay, 5 pins. Let's do 6. Okay, let's do the full set. Let's do something different. So it really doesn't matter. They don't have to match. It could be literally anything you want. If I was you, I would have a strategy though of, okay, you want to advertise these certain products, you've done your creatives for them, you've uploaded them, so then you go and find them and you select them. So I would have a strategy to do that. I wouldn't just go and pick any and anything, but they don't all have to be the same product. So I've picked 7 pins. Okay. So I've picked my 7 pins and now we've moved over into the add part. So it's put in the name, it's put in the destination, and I just check that it's done everything I've wanted to do. It's selected all the pins. It's got the URL already. And before I publish, I'm going to want to duplicate it. So I've got all my information now. So my ad is all done. And then I'm just going to press duplicate. Create up to 10 ad groups. They say you can create up to 10, you can. I always do, when I speak to my Pinterest lady, she said do up to 4 different ad groups. Now, the more ad groups you have, the less money you're going to spend. So £10 will have to cover all of them. So the more ad groups, you know, then the less and less money you're going to actually spend, or you increase your money to cover all of them. So we're going to create, let's say 3 more ads. We duplicate that. And it's all duplicated for us. Somebody had a question, sorry. Okay. No.
Angela?
Yeah.
So the products that you just selected, those are the products that you already have on your Pinterest.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't drag it from your store then to here. It has to be in your pin already.
I have a feed already from my store into Pinterest. So everything goes into my Pinterest account already. Now, some of you will get that. Just have to be patient. And if you don't have that and you'll have to create your pins, create all your pins first. You should be creating pins every day, at least 2 to 3 pins every day, and adding them to your store. You don't have to promote them, but they need to be on Pinterest for you to advertise. So you can put them directly, or you can go through Canva, and I'm going to show you another way afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. So we've created our first one here, and then we've got copy 1, copy 2, copy 3. So all we have to do is just remove our pins. Everything else stays the same. So all the information we state the same. So the budget stays the same, the locations, the interest, everything stays the same except for the find the audience. We don't want to find new ones. We want to go back and except we want to go back and reconnect with our old users. So we can run either the same ad but have the different target, or we can show them different products.
Well, if you're just starting, you're gonna need to go find new customers, isn't it?
You can find new customers, but the customers that you've got already, you don't want to neglect them, so you can be showing them stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to actually delete that one because I made a mistake. So let's go on to this one. Instead of find new customers, we want to select it, and I'm going to show them the same ads. So I'm not going to remove these ones. So here I might just say old customers, just so I know. And then this one, I said odds and sods, I would say new customers. So you can go and change the titles. That's what I would do. And then, so these two are exactly the same, one with old customer, new customers. And then this one, you could do whatever you want. If you want to find new customers and you want to have different products, you could do absolutely what you want to do. You know, you just remove the pins and just put in new pins. Okay. I'm actually going to delete that because I don't want to do that. So with my how many did I have? I can't remember. I think I had 6, didn't I? 2,
7.
No, 6. So with my £10, I'm going to have 12 different ads going at one time. Okay. And then once you're happy with this, you just press publish. So I always check my audiences. I like it to be either in the middle or broad, so anywhere between here. I don't like it to say narrow. It's 8.8, it's 8.1 million, which is more than enough for me. And then you just, once you're happy with everything, you just press publish. So ad approval take up 24 hours. You'll see notification. It can happen really quickly, just like Facebook. It can go really quickly where I can publish it and it's already go live, or I can wake up tomorrow morning and say, oh, that's gone live. So anywhere up to 24 hours, this will be this will be published. Okay. To find it, you just have to go into find active. I don't know how Zoom is just annoying. Go in here. I don't want this. I just want to click active, and it should just only show me my active campaigns. So this might actually not show up at the moment because it's not quite active. Let me see. Yeah, it's here. See, it's active, but it's gone into review. So this is the campaign. So you can review it here, and then I will be looking at my numbers. I come in here and I look at my numbers. I'm looking for my click-through, my CPC, my impressions, just like how I would analyze my Facebook. And that's what I'm looking at here.
Ange,
Okay.
hi.
Hello, that Roger.
Yeah. Pain in the bum, it's me. Would you recommend putting video pins or static only pins in the ad sets?
Video is king. So
I had a report from Pinterest saying that one set of my ads were not being delivered to mobile or something.
yeah, that's probably the sizes.
Okay.
So sometimes it depends on your sizes. So to counteract your sizes of your videos, go into Canva, and that will sort out the sizes. If you go into
what can I pick in Canva as the base template if I want to run video?
Pin, you go in there, pin, and it will say Pinterest video, and it will come up with the exact size.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is everything really to do with account, creating your account, analyzing your account, and how to create your audiences. The analysis of the numbers works exactly the same as Facebook. There's really no difference. Once you understand your numbers, you've got to understand your numbers, and then you'll be able to read it in both camps. So I want to show you something else. I'm just going to stop sharing. I just want to log into my I'm just going to show you another way to create. If you want to create content very quickly, I'm going to show you another way. So bear with me for a second. Where is Kitty 2? There you go. If you got any questions, guys, let me know, because I know I went through quite a lot. So I'm not expecting to take all of it in straight away.
I think the questions will mostly come when you start doing it, because even though you're showing us what we need to do, it's nice taking notes, but when you're actually doing it, it's like, oh, okay. So I think that's where most of the questions will come in.
Okay.
For me, actually.
One second. Okay. Come on. Right, so I'm going to share my screen. So I've been trialing this tool out. It's an app on our Shopify store. and it's called Minter.
Oh, I've got it on mine as well.
Oh, you've got it on yours as well?
Yes, I just started trialing it just a couple of days ago.
I've actually got the paid version now.
Oh, so I'm still in the free one.
Yeah.
I just said let me trial it before I can say if it works or not.
So
But I like it.
yeah, I like this. It's on my daughter's store to help me build I can't build content for me and her and all of that. It's just a long thing. So this really helps speed up the content creation. So what it does, you connect it to your store, and any product in your store, it will create content for you. And then you can just go in here and just edit it or just use it as it is. And I like the videos. When you go to the paid version, it actually publish it. You can set it up to automatically publish random products, or if you have a set products you want to publish every day to your social media page, so it gets engagement. So that means you don't have to do it. So these are just, this is pulled out these videos. I set it for random, so it would do all the selecting for me. I don't have to select anything. It will do it for me, because so it creates the video, and these videos I think are looking really good.
Sorry, Angie, what was it called again?
Minter.
Minter.
Yeah, I saw it and I said, let me put it up, just doing a trial on the trials. But I like the way that it just drags it in and it does the videos.
It's very easy to set up. Once you put your logo in, if you put your logo in, it will give you your colors, it will brand it it will brand your videos for you. It pulls out every information. There's very limited writing in here. All you've got to do is connect it to your social media accounts, and then it will post it to your social media on your behalf, and it will have the text. It will have text. I don't have my daughter's account up at the moment, but I've been using it for a little while. I upgraded 2 days ago to the paid version because I wanted to see what the paid version was like, but I like it. It cuts down a lot of work. I think it's $35 a month. It is a bit expensive, but if it's posting and engaging on my behalf where I don't have to, it'd be well worth the money.
And what I tried as well, you know where it has the upload, the pink one, the upload, you can just upload it to your page, your Facebook page or your Instagram page.
Yeah, so you can download all these videos as well. And it's because what I haven't seen is it actually put my logo on the videos, which is fine. So if you really want to put your logos on the video, you can always download it and upload it into Canva, stick your logo on, and then do it yourself. Me, I want as less work. I'm cool with that. It will go without my logo. It's not a deal breaker, but I like the videos, and it's all different templates. It's all different videos, and it's work that I do not have to do.
I was just going to jump in and say, if it's a budget issue, guys, you could have it for 1 month. If you've got all your stuff in your store already, then have it for the 1 month. Get all your content, and then you don't have to pay for the next month.
Exactly.
It's just a cheeky little trick there.
Yeah, exactly. So it pulls in everything for you. So what I like about it is the posting. I don't have to post it. I set it up to post at a certain time every day of the week, and I say pick whatever you like. I don't care. And it will post it for this is only on my daughter's site. It will post it for me. So I just wanted to show you guys this because this will really help you. And like Lavinia said, if you're struggling with Canva, you're thinking, oh my God, it's a bit too technical, download all these videos and then you have them to upload into Canva, stick your logo on, and then publish it yourself to your social media.
Where do you go to download it then? Because I can't see the download. I thought that was just to share the video.
Share your video and then you got download. I don't know if this is in the free version because I have got the paid version.
Yeah, it's
in the free version. I believe they limit how many you can download.
Yeah, you can only download 5 in the paid version.
Okay.
but you can connect it up to your socials. I've got to do her TikTok, but yeah, this will be connected to her socials. So I wanted to share that with you guys as well, because I think this is one of the really cool tools I've seen in a little while. It is a bit expensive, but it could be worth its money if it does generate sales.
Yeah. Those trainers are cute.
Yeah. Is there any other questions?
No, not from me.
Okay. Lavinia, do you want to come on, or do you want me to do the next part as well?
Remind me.
Oh, about the housekeeping, the change up.
Oh, you can do the next part. I've dropped the task in the chat. We are tidying up things. We're fine-tuning things a bit so that not to have so much out there. So I have dropped this week's task in the chat already. Housekeeping, Angie, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, so bootcamp is actually going well.